Yeah, it's
Yes.
visible.
Okay. So first we'll go with a quick recap, like what things we already discussed in first session. So the assessment is based on those things like what we have discussed in last session. So we discussed about what is the traditional approach, like how a developer is working earlier without having source code management. Later we understand what is the centralized version control system and what is a distributed, and we understand what is a Git and how to install these softwares and what is the Git bash and Git UI, and we understand what are the popular tools of source code management, and what is a Bitbucket, how to create a repository in Bitbucket, and what is the importance of README file, and what is the importance of .git ignore file. And we have played around a few commands with git bash like clone, the configuration things like username and email. And we have discussed about different stages of git and the status command, and we have done the same thing like we pushed a few files to git repository, and we have done same with the git GUI as well. So far we covered these things. So today we'll discuss about branching. Okay. What is a branch? The branch is nothing but you have a repository. In your repository, you have a working copy. So if that working copy need to be kept as isolated. Isolated means like that copy, no one should do any modification on your copy. So that is called a branching. If you create a branch, that branch will be isolated. So even if any changes made on a different branch, it won't impact to your branch. That we call as isolation. So no one can modify this branch. You can make your changes on top of on this branch. So whenever it's required to move these changes to the previous version, the previous branch, so just we need to merge those versions. Okay. It's like same like our trees. We have a branches, right? There will be a main branch, and then we have a sub branches. So those sub branches again will come and merge with the main branch. So to understand, like we can do the we can create a branches using Bitbucket or GitHub directly in the GraphQL user interface, but as we are learning more about Git, so we'll go with command line operations. So there is a few commands which we will work with regarding to branches. One is the git branch. So this will just list out what are all the branches available in your local repository. As we discussed the earlier session, like we can maintain a local repository and central repository. Even if central is not available, still we can create a branches in our local, and still you can do operations like indexing and commit operations in your local branches. So this will just list out what are all the branches available in your local repository. Here in the example, you can see, yeah, you can see the git bash branch. So you can see the develop branch and the future branch. These three branches are there. Currently, I'm in new GUI branch, so that's the reason it's highlighting here. You could see it's been highlighted with green. So it will just list out what are our local repository branches. And to list out all the branches like local and remote, we need to use a command called git branch -av. So it will list out all the branches. You could see all these branches are from your local repository and all these are from the remote. There is a chance you might create a branch freshly in your local. It won't be available in a remote. Okay. Even if you delete a branch in your local, so it will be available in remote. There will be a few cases where you have a difference in branches from local to remote. Okay. And we need to if you want to create a new branch, so we need to use a command called git branch, and you need to provide the name of the branch. Whatever the name you are going to provide, you need to provide the branch name here. Okay. uh, from where this branch will get created, so this branch will get created from whatever the branch you are currently in. So whatever the branch you are check out earlier, so from that branch the branch will be created. Okay, so how to switch between the branches? We need to use a git checkout command, and you need to provide the branch name, so you will switch it to that specific branch. Okay. So any questions so branch and what is hyphen av, and how to create a branch and how to check out a branch? If no questions, I'll see practical thing. So firstly, okay, so git branch, so this git branch is showing what are the branches available, and it is highlighting the branch which I am in currently. So future slash workshop is the branch which I am currently checked out, and I have a developed branch in my local, and I have a new GUI and the test. These are all branches I have in my local repository. So to verify, like what are all the to list out what are all the branches available from both remote and local, we need to use a command called git git branch hyphen av. So it will list out all the branches available in local and remote repository. You could see develop a head branch and a feature workshop. So all these branches are from remote, and whatever the branches is in local, and the current branch which I am in, that is get highlighted here. And we'll see how to create a new branch. To create a new branch, so from where your new branch will get created. So you are currently in the future slash workshop. So whenever when you try to create a branch using git branch, you need to provide what is the branch name you need to keep. Okay. So what it will do, it will create a new branch with the name new branch from future slash workshop. Okay. If you want to create a branch from other different branch like either develop or new GUI, first you need to check out to that branch. You need to switch to that branch. Okay, we'll do that one. Git checkout will switch the branches. Okay, currently I'm in future slash workshop. So if I want to switch to, we'll switch to test branch. Okay, you could see we are currently in a test branch. So if you try to create a branch from here, so it will get created from the test branch. It won't create from future slash workshop. Okay, branch got created, but we haven't switched it to that branch, right? So to switch to that branch, again we need to use a command check out, and then okay, before that we'll see whether this branch got created or not. Okay, so git branch will list out what are all the branches. You could see new branch got created. Okay, if you try to verify it in a remote, you could see it in only in the local repository. You won't see it in a remote repository because that hasn't moved to remote yet. Okay, to work on this branch, we just need to switch to the new branch. Sorry, something typo. Yeah, now I switch to the new branch, so I can do the same operations what we performed in last session. Like if you want to do some modification on some files, you can add it to index and you can commit those things and you can push. Okay, but the only difference here, like if you do a status on it to check what is the status of current branch, it's showing it's everything is up to date, nothing to commit. But this branch is not available in a remote. So to move to a remote, what is the command we need to use? Can someone answer this? Which
Git
command
push.
will? Mhm. Okay. Okay. We'll try
Git
with
push.
git push. Okay. We'll try with git push, but it won't work in this scenario. Okay. In general, it will work because if you have a upstream branch in the sense, if you have a remote branch already available, then you can use git push. Okay. Here the case is you don't have a upstream branch. You don't have a remote branch for this branch, right? So in those cases, it won't get pushed. So let's try this. We could see the current new branch has no upstream branch. Okay. We need to,
Content.
yeah, we need to use this command to make this branch as a upstream branch. Then we will push this. Okay. We are using git push only. The only difference is like we are making this branch as a upstream branch because we don't have a remote branch already available for it. This is the first time we are moving this branch itself. Okay, let me log into Bitbucket. Okay. Okay, you could see the branch is not available, the new branch. So when we post this and we are setting this as a upstream branch to the origin, so then it is going to be created. If I refresh, you could see the new branch got created. Even we can verify from here. So new branch got created. Okay, the git push will work only in case of if you have a remote branch available already. Okay, hope we are clear. Any further questions on? So far we covered like what is branching, how to check a list of branches and from remote as well, and how to create a branch and how to switch between the branches, uh, and how to push the branch to remote and how we can make it as a upstream branch. Okay. So view the changes in working directory. How? Okay. Just I want to show you like how these branches are going to work in local. Okay. This is the Git repository, right? Hope everyone following, not getting any questions.
Yes, Harsha.
Okay.
Yes, Harsha, we are following.
Okay. So when we clone, okay, when you first time you are cloning a repository to your local, what will happen? So you will get dot git. Okay, this folder will be created in your. This is the local repository folder, and you will see your files like whatever the main branch, what is the default branch. So those branches, if that branch contains any changes, you will see those in this working directory. This place is called the working directory path. Okay. Uh, to get you understand thing. Mm, okay. So the develop is my parent branch, right? So this is the default branch for my repository. Okay, whenever I clone a branch, let's clone it in a different path. Okay. So what happened if I clone this? So the repository got created and .git is the local repository path. So whatever the files you are viewing here, so all these are the workspace. We can call it as a workspace or working directory. So all these files are coming from the develop branch because the develop branch is the default branch for my repository, my central repository. That's the reason you will see the files which are from develop branch. Okay. So let me create a branch from here. For that, I need to go to this path, right? Git workshop. This is the repository path. Okay. I'm going to create a branch workshop. Okay. On this branch, I will just try to push some changes. Okay. I will just create a files. Okay. I just created a new file to test. Okay. and I'm adding this to stage and committing. Okay, and I need to push. Okay, sorry, I missed something here. Okay, I need to switch to that branch. Okay, okay. What I did, so I just created a new file here. Okay, this file is available in this workspace. So this workspace is something. It is related to a develop branch. So if we switch the branch, okay, what happen if you choose the branch? So whatever the branch you are going to switch, whatever the changes in that branch, that will be reflected here, okay, in the working directory. Now I'm going to switch to the branch which I created. Workshop is the branch, right? Okay, now okay, you are able to view this, right? So new file to test this branch. This is the file I created in a develop branch. When I switch to different branch that is using checkout, okay, I just switch to workshop. I just switch to this branch. You could see the file is not available because these files are not available in this branch. So this working directory contains, so whatever the branch you are currently, those changes will appear in the working directory. I just want to show you like how we can choose and what will happen if we choose. Any queries on this? Just make it as an interactive session, not one way.
A little bit confusing. Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on. Okay, and how to delete the branch from local. So git branch hyphen d, and we need to provide the branch name. So that will get deleted. So we'll try that one too. Is branch hyphen d, and we need to provide branch name. Okay, it's not get deleted. Can someone tell why it's not deleted? The command is correct, but it's not deleted.
Before they deleted this workshop branch, mm, we, um, we can switch to another branch, then only it will be deleted.
Okay.
We can't delete current branch, I think.
Yes, that's correct.
Currently we are in workshop branch, right? So
Yes,
then that's why it is not able to go into delete.
yes, that's correct. So before you're deleting any branch, you should not be in that
There in
particular
that branch.
branch. You need to switch to different branch, then only you can delete the branch. Okay. Uh, we need to use checkout to switch the branch. I'll go to develop. I'm switching to develop. If I apply a delete here, so the branch got deleted. To verify that it's get deleted, we can verify using the Git branch. You could see only the develop branch is there. And -va, sorry, maybe. So you could see only the develop branch is available in local, and these are all the branches available in remote. Okay, so this is deleting in a local. Okay, but still those that branch is available in a remote. Okay, to delete it from remote, we need to push the changes. After deleting, you need to use the command git push origin -d and the branch. So then this branch will get deleted from a remote as well. I think this branch is not there in remote, right? We can try to delete test branch because I just created this branch. I haven't pushed, right? So we can delete the test branch to make sure. You should see the test branch in remote. We have a test branch. Okay. When we do git push origin -d and we'll specify the branch name. I think some things. I think I need to reauthorize. Okay. That should be fine. I will show you like how it will be. So the command is like git push origin -d. So it will push the things. And to merge, so to merge, like this is not the recommended way to merge the changes from one branch to another branch using Git. Usually we need to have a pull request. So this is the standard way to merge the changes. So if you create a pull request, what will happen? So the changes will be reviewed by your a manager or code reviewer team. So they will get it sign off, and they will merge those changes. This is the standard way to do it. If you want to do a merging to different branches, like if you find any conflicts, then you can use git merge command to merge those changes. Okay, for this we just need to use we need to switch to branch, whatever the source branch, like in which branch you need to merge the changes. First we need to switch it to that branch, and then we need to apply the command git merge, and the test is the branch which is the source from where you need to merge. Okay, new GUI is a branch which is your currently, and you need the changes from test. In those scenarios we need to use git merge, and we need to provide the what is the branch which you need to merge. This is the source, and this is the destination. New GUI is the destination, and test is the source branch. Okay, now currently I'm in develop branch. We'll try with merge. I think I have deleted all the branches here. We go to I think here we have these branches. It's fine. What I will do, I will currently I'm in a new branch, so I will try to get the changes from new GUI or test branch. For that, first I will try to push some changes in new GUI. Okay, I think the Teams is going to close in next 10 minutes. So I will like better we can rejoin after that. Okay. So I think we face the same issue, like 1 hour Teams is permitting. And we have a Git checkout, and I'm going to switch to test. In test, what I will do, I will add a few files. Okay, and I will add this and I will comment. Okay, so these files are not available in new branch. Okay, I'll try to post this too. Okay, this get pushed. Okay, then I need to my requirement is like I need to merge these changes to new branch. Okay, new branch doesn't have these two files like test1 and test2. Okay, test1 and test2 is not available in new branch. The new branch, right? Yeah, you could see test files are not available. Okay, test1 and test2. We'll try to merge those things to here. For that, I need to switch to new branch. Okay, currently I'm in a new branch. So in the new branch, you won't find these files. So when I checked out, then my working directory is coming up with the new branch files. So this new branch file doesn't have a test1 and test2. Okay, so that I need to pull the change. I need to merge from test. Then only I will get those two files which are created latest. So for that we can use git merge. I found from which branch we need to merge. So that is the test branch. You could see the two files has changed and what is the difference there, and these two are got created, test1 and test2. If you verify here now, you could see these two files. If you apply git status here, it's showing like there is a one commit that is already coming from the merging. So it's already like what will happen if you do merge, the changes is also getting committed as well. Okay, just we need to push those changes to see those to move those files to remote. Currently we don't have those changes in our remote. Okay, in new repository we don't have the files like test1 and test2. We got these two files in our local repository because we did the merge, but those are not being pushed to remote, so we'll just use git push to push these changes to remote. This is how the merge will work. So it will just merge the changes and it will get committed automatically. Now I just push the changes. We can verify the test1 and test2 files got pushed here. Okay, you could see test1 and test2 got available and remote. Okay, this is about merge and pull request. Any questions so far? From anyone? Are we following or not?
Yes, Asha, following.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll just move on. Uh, we have a lot of types of branches, like we have a feature branches, and we have a custom branches and hotfix branches and release branches. These branches, like you can view like different terminologies when compared to different tools, like Bitbucket we may call it as a different way, like future, custom, hotfix. But GitHub, it might be a different type of branches, but all will do mm, all these are for only the readability purpose, like what is the purpose of this branch and why we are going to create and what work to be performed on these branches. Okay, you can do in any branches, any type of branches, like whatever the work you are doing, but it is a meaningful way, like it will explain like what work you are going to perform. So that will it's only for readability. Okay, the future branches is generally like whenever you are working on a task or a story, so we are going to create a branch type as a future. And the custom branches are something like default branches or develop branches. So for those we will create a custom branches, and the hotfix branches will create, it will help us other developers to understand this is this whatever the changes available in hotfix branch, those is for the production issues. Okay, whenever you find any production issue, it required a quick fix, so the branch we should create as a hotfix. And release, its name itself suggesting like whenever you're going for a release, the branch will contain the release changes. Okay, these are the types of branches we have. And the branching strategy, like as agile teams, like we won't follow like one standard way of branching strategy, because based on your project requirement you need to work on like whatever strategy is comfortable for you. Okay, so the standard way, there is no standard way, but there is a majority of people in industry use this practice, like we'll have a master branch and we have a develop branch. So master branch would be the main branch. Okay, in in GitHub you can hear like a main branch. Okay, in Bitbucket we call it as a master branch. So this is the default branch for the repository. And from this master branch we have a develop branch. So the develop branch where all the development work goes. Okay, from develop branch we are going to create a future branches. If you are working on any story, we'll create a future branches from develop. Then we are pushing our changes to merging our changes to develop branch. Okay, that is through pull request only. Okay, the code should be reviewed and then it get approved and then it needs to be merged. Okay, whenever you are done with the development and you are deploying to your QA, so in those cases we're going to move our changes to release branch. So release branch will hold the changes that to be deployed in a stage environment. Okay. Once you're done with the validation like regression or the UAT, then we need to move to release. So for release, we'll create a something called tag that is not a branch. So we'll discuss what is the tag later. Okay. And whenever you have a find some production issue, we need to fix those issues. So for that, we need to create a branch from master. It should be a hotfix branch, and again we'll merge those to master directly. And whenever we are working in our like we need to aware like whenever there is a hotfix is going, we need to pull those changes to our develop branch. And whenever you're going for a staging environment, you need to merge these to release. There is no standard way to do it because it's agile, right? Agile means everything is flexible. So based on your project needs, you need to follow the approaches. Okay, hope we are clear.
Yes, Harsha.
Okay. Then okay, before going to discuss about this tag concept, so I just want to we need to understand few more things here, like what is the history and how we can verify the history on these things. So how we can verify the history is like we need to use a command called git log. So that will provide what are all the history for like what are all the commits you have done, what things you have reverted. So all the history will be logged here. So you can verify the logs on top of your branch, and you can verify what things has been done previously. You can use a command called git log. This will provide you the entire history of that branch, what changes you have made. So everything will get listed there. Okay. If you want to log only the like minimal, because you could see like if you apply git log, you could see like what is the commit number and from where and where to it's committed, who is the author, what is the date, and what is the change. So you will get the lot of information. If you need a limited information, you can use a git log hyphen hyphen one line, so that you will get only the what is the commit id and what is exactly the change. It would be like commit message. Okay, the commit id and commit message you are going to get. And you want to like if you have a lot of commits in a branch, like it is hard to verify all these changes. You just want like few things to be uh, logged. So you can just add a number there, a hyphen number. You can get those many number of logs will be loaded. Okay, same thing with one line. So you will get the list of logs which you with the specified number. Okay. Okay, I'm in a new branch now. If we try to apply git.log, okay, sorry, I rejoined. Everyone back?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Okay. I don't see everyone. Let's wait for 2 more minutes. Okay. I'm not sure like where we disconnected. I am continuing.
Yeah,
So
we are discussing about commit history, Harsha, like Git log online, right?
yes. Okay. Okay. If we apply git log, you could see what are all the commits that been made and what changes made on this branch. Okay, this is a new branch, so you could see this is committed. This is the commit ID and what changes made here. Okay, and you could see all the commit and all the history here. So if you don't want to view all the history, you just need the limited information like commit ID and what is the commit message. We just use git log hyphen one line. So it will just list out the things like a commit ID and what is the message here. Okay. So if you want to limit to a specific number, okay. If you don't want like you want just only the previous commit or last five commits, so you can verify here as well. Like you just need to provide the numbering there. Git log hyphen if you want to verify for five logs, you can provide the log as five, so you will get only the last five history only, the commit history of like last five changes on this branch. Same way you can apply on one line as well. You can add like four. You could see what are the last four changes made on this branch. Okay, this is useful like when you are working with further we will discuss about how to restore the changes. So in those scenarios we need these things like which commit ID you need to restore. So for that we need to understand this logging thing as well. Okay, we need to find where to find the log history of your changes. You will find using git log command. Okay, hope we are clear on git log. It will get handy when you work with especially on reverting the changes back. So where we'll revert based on the commit IDs. And while creating tags also, we need to have a commit ID. So based on the commit ID only, we'll create tags. Okay. And if you want to see what are the changes made on this particular commit based on the commit ID, you can verify. So you just need to provide git show and you need to provide the commit ID, whatever the commit you are looking. So you will see the change, what changes happened on this commit. Okay, this is the example like I just added by. Okay, so in the file I just updated, so you could see by has been added. Okay, I will show it to you this one too. Mm, this is hard. Okay, now we'll see with one of the commit id. Okay, git show, and I'm giving the commit id. You could see what changes has been done. So this file is added for as part of this commit. Okay, if we verify with a different commit id, you'll see what changes has been made as part of this commit. So in the add file, hi is the text added. So you could see the text being added as a place. So if you remove something as part of it, you will see it in a red color. So lines has been removed from that file. Okay, and tag. So what is the tag? So tag is nothing but it's just indicating the change. Okay, tag is something like I can say like when you're going for a shop, so you'll see tag that contains the pricing for it. Okay, when you want to purchase any product, for every product you have a tag, and that will specify uh, what is the price and what is the size and all this information available. So it is same as a branch. Okay, but it won't have any revisions like you cannot make any changes on tag, like you cannot, it's a kind of naming convention. You cannot perform any operations like commit and push or pull all these changes. So it's just a naming convention to have for a specific commit. Okay, so if I have a lot of commits on your branch, so if you want to separate make an isolation for a specific till a specific commit, so you can make it as a tag. So that tag will be isolated. It cannot be modified and it cannot be reverted to. Okay, whatever the tag you have created, that tag will be isolated. So it cannot be you cannot perform any operation on tag. You cannot remove any existing commit. The only thing you can do, you can create a new tag for it. You can create a, if you want to do some modification on your commits, so whatever the latest commit, that commit you can create a new tag, or you can create a multiple tags for the same commit. Okay, this tag will be like specially will use for release purposes, like whenever you are going for a release. So till like we have a lot of commits in our develop branch. Assume like you have a developed few changes as part of your development, but only till like last three commits you don't want to move it to release. So in those cases, like what we will do, we'll go for the commit which is till which commit you need the changes to be released, and then you will create a tag for it. I hope it's confusing, but okay. So these are all the commits on. Okay, I think it's all branches. I'll go with the develop branch now. Okay, till this point, I just want to release these changes. Okay, these three commits I don't want to tag it to release. So in those cases, I will just create a tag for it. Okay, how to create a tag from mostly we'll do it from the browser only. So you need to go to the tag. I think you're seeing this, right? There is no tag created as it is not a full version of Bitbucket. We cannot create a tag here. Okay, you can click on here and you can name it as a tag name, and you need to provide a description. Okay, that will get created a tag for you. Okay, I think in the commercial version only you will get these things. So once you create the tag, you can view those tags here. Okay. The same thing we can do it from command line as well in git bash. So whatever the commit, if you want to create, I suppose I will take this is the commit ID. We can use git tag command to list out what are all the tags available. And same way how we are creating a branch, same way we can create a tag here. Okay, git tag, and you need to specify the tag name. New tag is the tag name, and from which commit you want to create. If you want to create from the latest commit, this will work. Git tag and the name will work. If you want to do it for a specific commit, if you want to create a tag for a specific commit, so you can provide what is the commit ID here. The tag got created. Okay, earlier we just had a first tag, and we created a new tag here. This is same like a branch, but only difference is you cannot make any changes on tag. It is a kind of a reference for your commits. Okay, to push this to a remote, we need to use git push origin. You need to provide the name of the tag. Okay, new tag get created and it pushed to remote. Here you can see in the tags, new tag got created. New tag is something similar to the branch, but it will take only the revision of it. Okay, hope we are clear. Any questions? I plan till this today. It's already more than our planned time. Okay.